Let's start with Angel. Let's start with Angel because I haven't watched this yet, and I want to see it. I want to see it. Oh, here we go, right here. Angel's Law, an unstoppable force in motion, stays in motion, especially in the paint. Your team's about to learn physics the hard way. The team is 9-30. Oh, but
Angel Reese entered the WNBA with hype bigger than the Chicago skyline. Known as the Bayou Barbie, she was promoted as the kind of player who could change a franchise overnight. But what happens when all that hype meets reality? When a star learns that rebounds and confidence alone don't guarantee success, and that the pro game reveals weaknesses no social media campaign can hide. Right now, Angel Reese is facing that truth. Her second season in Chicago looks less like a success story and more like a cautionary tale.
Shout out to Angel Reese. Angel Reese is just a workaholic. She just gets down to business. And I love that attitude of her.
What? Excuse me? Let me make sure I'm understanding you correctly. WNBA media is so desperate to make Angel Reese a huge star. Their level of desperation is so high. They want you to accept her so badly that they're actively celebrating failure.
The Chicago Sky, once a proud franchise that won the WNBA championship just a few seasons ago, now sits at the bottom of the standings. A 9-30 record isn't just disappointing, it's embarrassing. And for Reese, it's nothing short of a nightmare.
Sky fans are blaming Tyler Marsh for Angel Reese losing the game at the free throw line and ruining the Chicago Sky's chances of really cutting the lead down to 1 and giving themselves a chance to keep playing and try to get an upset in Phoenix. Angel played a hell of a game, 15 points, 20 rebounds. We cannot poo-poo that. You definitely balled. But we got to get to this controversy. She choked the game away at the free throw line, and the fans are blaming.
Second, but just think about what Cynthia Cooper just said. She can't celebrate Angel Reese's accomplishments on the court because they don't exist. She can't celebrate the Chicago Bravado because they're arguably the worst team in the league. So WNBA media is trying to elevate Angel Reese and her dozens of aliases by complimenting her attitude? I don't give a shit about her.
She was supposed to be the cornerstone, the foundation of a new era. Instead, she's stuck on a sinking ship, fighting to prove she's more than just a stat patter with a big Instagram following. This isn't only about losing games. It's about a franchise collapsing from within. Just 4 years after celebrating a championship parade, Chicago has now been voted by WNBA players as the league's worst-run organization. Think about that. Not the media, not upset fans, but fellow players calling your team a dumpster fire. That's not just dysfunction. That's a stain on your reputation that doesn't wash off easily.
Warning. The following footage contains an unstoppable force.
The pass. Stolen, Angel Reese.
A force in the paint.
This is what Angel does so well.
A force on the boards.
One of the most prolific rebounders our game has ever seen.
A force all over the court.
For a dagger, Angel Reese.
Angel Reese is a force, and your team is a very movable object. Viewer discretion is advised.
That's just Angel being Angel.
Welcome to the W.
come on now. You know that's false advertising. Y'all false advertising. Where's all the missed layups at? Where's all the offensive rebounds that get put back?
On paper, Reese still stuffs the stat sheet. She averages a double-double, grabbing rebounds with the same relentlessness that made her a star at LSU. But winning isn't about piling up numbers. It's about making an impact. And the uncomfortable truth is that the Sky aren't much better with her on the floor. Her turnovers have climbed, her shooting efficiency has dipped, and the eye test reveals a player who hasn't yet adjusted her game to the pro level.
Chicago Sky fans blaming Tyler Marsh for Angel Reese missing a free throw at the end of this game to keep the Chicago Sky within striking distance versus the Phoenix Mercury. She asked, do I miss this free throw or do I make it? The fans are saying that Tyler Marsh told her to miss this free throw. Tyler Marsh said the complete opposite. He threw her all the way under the bus. Let's stop playing games. He threw her all the
have a take on Angel Reese that I'm sure will trigger a bunch of people.
Let's hear your take.
But I think Angel Reese, and I'm saying this with my chest out, I think she's quit.
Man, as much as I want to disagree with Jason, man, but I gotta admit, I think you're right. And I want to disagree.
Critics argue that Reese's success at LSU came from a system built to showcase her strengths while covering up her weaknesses. In the WNBA, there's no hiding. Defenses are smarter, rotations are faster, and flaws get exposed quickly. The numbers don't lie. Reese's game, built on hustle but still lacking in skill development, hasn't translated into consistent team success.
Put out an Instagram post, and she ended it with like, P.S. It was something along the lines of like, P.S. taking things into your own hands. So basically, she made it clear she wanted out, like that she either asked for a trade or demanded a trade. However, if you guys didn't see it, the end of it was like, obviously it was something like that. Angel Reese, heavy on the P.S. Like, it does make it sound like, I mean this makes it sound like she is.
Social media has become her loudest stage, with cryptic posts hinting at frustration and possible exits. Asterisk, we might not all be together next year. Asterisk, making decisions for yourself is liberating. Asterisk, those aren't the words of a player fully committed to building a franchise. They sound like someone already halfway out the door. The problem with airing frustrations on Instagram and Twitter is that everyone notices. Teammates notice. Coaches notice. And once a player starts putting their brand ahead of the team, locker room chemistry unravels fast.
Angel Reese, the most toxic player in all of basketball, is out here slapping clipboards out of her coaching staff's hand because she's so mad her team committed a foul in the crunch after she shot 15 free throws this game. This is the lowest of the low disrespect that you can show to your coaching staff. She trying to get y'all locked in, worried about the next play, and you so toxic with your terrible, awful attitude that you slap the clipboard out of her hand. Why do you guys hate Angel Reese so much? The Angel Reese hate is so forced.
Reports have surfaced of tension between Reese and her teammates, and the most telling evidence came during games. At times, teammates flat out refused to pass her the ball, even letting the shot clock run out rather than feed her in the post. That's not strategy. That's silent protest. Then came the public callouts. Veteran Elizabeth Williams didn't hold back, saying the team needed to value possessions more, while sitting right beside Reese, who happens to lead the league in turnovers. It was a thinly veiled shot at the supposed franchise star. When teammates start voicing frustrations publicly, it's a clear sign the chemistry is broken beyond repair.
Got a double-double, and the Chicago Sky, of course, celebrated said double-double. They lost 79-69. But my goodness, that didn't stop them, of course, from putting out this tweet right here. Player of the game. I mean, last time I checked, player of the games are usually for the winning squad, of which nobody on their team was part of. But they put this out, player of the game. And as you can imagine, people did point out that they lost said content.
Then came the viral moment. During a timeout, Reese slapped a clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. In seconds, the narrative shifted from a young star learning the ropes to an uncoachable diva. That kind of behavior doesn't just hurt your reputation, it tanks your trade value. And just as the season began spiraling, Reese was suddenly sidelined with a vague back injury. Day-to-day, with no clear diagnosis, no timeline, just growing speculation. Fans and insiders started asking the uncomfortable question, was this really about health, or just a convenient way to disappear during a losing season?
In terms of the league pace, you're in 11th in the table. The Mystics are ahead of you by 7 games. How much is the target to reel in Washington?
What do the Mystics got to do with anything?
Thank you, everyone. Which will be next.
Teams want to know if their star will fight through adversity or check out when things get tough. For Reese, the optics couldn't be worse. Sitting out games while her team slid further down the standings only fueled her critics. To them, she looked like a player who folded under pressure,